I'm very adamant that we need to take care of the land. I mean, you'll get wildlife if you have good land. That's all there is to it. We decided not to do a babysitter or a daycare, and so our kids come with us literally every day. I go one direction, Jordan goes the other directions, and if he goes, he takes somebody in the tractor all day or the sprayer or combining, whatever he goes, and I'll take one with me checking cows or riding on cows or moving cows. And the kids have been really good. They're grown up a lot. It seems like this last year, I don't know if it's just due to we're dragging them around and they just can't complain. I mean, we bring snacks, we take breaks, we get out and play for a while. It takes us longer to get things done, but it's worth it because I think they've grown up a lot. They know exactly what has to be done, and they don't drag their feet too bad about projects that need to be done in a timely fashion either. My role is taking care of the cattle. I do all the rotations. I make decisions when we rotate. I make decisions what cows go to what pastures. I get pumped when I see how well cattle are doing, how much rotation has helped them calves grow every year, and how much, like now you can see wildflowers and all that cool stuff. It's not just one species anymore. Now we're getting more and more species in each pasture the more years that we've done this, and that just really makes me happy to see the benefits of rotating.
I grew up here and I love the landscape and love the land and always loved prairie plants, but I think we have so many more of them that express themselves now and so much diversity, and it's just fun to see every season, all the changes. We ranched pretty conventionally up until about 2011, and we felt like we were going broke or teetering on financial issues, and we had heard about a holistic management class, so we took that. And in taking that class, we transitioned our ranch over to more of a holistic management. That really changed our whole life and everything that we do. So we calve in June, we calve with nature. We do a lot of rotational grazing, a lot of rest and recovery on the land. That was a pretty huge financial benefit for us and huge quality of life change for our family. Just the single biggest aha was calving later. We got rid of calf shelters and windbreaks and extra feed and pulling calves and doing things. I mean, so many things stress related that go into not working with nature. I think if you care about your bottom line in a holistic way, you automatically have conservation.
When I grew up, we did a lot of things that conserved grass, and we didn't really think of it as conservation. We just did it because we knew that's the best way to handle pastures. To us, conservation is, if you take care of the land will take care of you, is kind of how we feel. If you take too much from the ground, then you don't have enough the next year, so we try to make sure we do a good job of keeping so much residue on, keeping so much grass on when we leave in the fall. That's kind of why we think conservation is very important. And then, of course, the wildlife. We do see a lot more wildlife around. Jordan loves pheasants.
I guess when we were ranching conventionally, we didn't have time to look for wildlife, so we didn't really care. So now that we're holistically managing, we have a ton of ducks, we have grouse and a few grouse leks on our place, which is pretty cool. A lot of jackrabbits, deer that come through.
A good producer will realize that the land is the main thing that we need to have to operate, and that's part of the reason why we do precision ag is we need to make a profit, and it's harder to make profits, it seems like, anymore. So the best job we can do from start to finish is how we're gonna make it. And it's really exciting, like you can see exactly where we seeded, and then at the end when we harvest it, you can lay the maps together and see what variety did better and what soils are doing good, and if there's something really struggling, we got to go back and figure out what's wrong with it and fix it, because you need to be able to make a profit. So with this stuff, we can see exactly where our profits are and where we're losing.
So I guess conservation to me is just really a byproduct of our management, which sounds really strange, but it was nothing that ever mattered to us before we changed how we managed. And then all of a sudden it matters to everybody and it matters to us.
So I worked a lot with NRCS, and there were some really good people in that office that really explained the benefits of it. And I think they're spreading it farther. We have a lot of landowners that bought land for pheasant hunting. It's great, we want to work with them, and so the few of them that do that, we are very happy with planting them season-long cover crops or pollinator habitat, or seeding some of the poor land back into nesting, grass for the birds. We don't mind getting rid of some poorer land and that they're happy with it, because they'll have something to hunt. We've even done some of our own stuff where it's not very good farm ground, that we seed it back to grass. We of course use it for the cattle aspects, but it does help the birds, and there's some saline spots that we're not happy with, so we seed it back to alfalfa, and the birds love it, and then we get to hay it, and it's happy for everybody. If you are a landowner, there's programs out there to work with. There's other people that would be happy to, rent from you or work with you. It's worth doing. Be that person, take care of your land, because in the end they will take care of you. And we have slowly, over time, grown to where we're at now, and we're very happy with where we're at right now. And now we're just trying to do better things to improve it along the way.
My friend Doug told me once about how we ranch. There's more to learn from the process of nature than the process of man. And that was so poignant, that there's a lot to observe and learn if you just get out of the way and allow it to happen.